Shay here. Thank you for joining me today for this week's WIP and Chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress. And my current WIP is a diamond painting, which they all are. But if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for clicking on the thumbnail and joining us today. If you're a returning customer, thank you very much for returning. Do appreciate y'all. And yeah, let's just get into it. We normally go for about an hour, so we'll just kind of see, where it takes us. So grab something to eat, something to drink. I hope I don't start burping because I am drinking carbonated water, Topo Chico. It's very good. I like the plastic bottles. We get them at Costco. So, and let's see, it is Wednesday for me, Wednesday afternoon for me, and Thursday morning for you if you're watching this the day that it comes out. And yeah, so let's talk about what I'm going to be using today before we get into all the other good stuff. So I am going to be working on Starry Night Santa. There we go. And it's from Diamond Art Club. A lot of blues. You can see the entire snow background, the sky. You just got Santa in here with his reindeer. It's by Donna Gelsinger. And it's a square. And it's a 42 by 57 centimeters. And I'm only on the third square. Just started that a little bit ago. So what I'll do is I'll pop up a little picture of this somewhere in the corner during the WIP and Chat, so you can kind of look up, and if you do watch them, so you can see what I'm working on. And if you're new to WIP and Chats, I remember when I was new, I was a little confused what they meant. And what they are is, it's just an opportunity for us to craft together. Some folks watch, some folks just listen. I like to diamond paint while I listen to other WIP and Chats. So you can treat it like almost like an audiobook or a podcast. So yeah, I just want to keep you company and just kind of fill you in on what I've been up to this last week. And please let me know in the comments how you guys are. I really like to know. Like I said, a lot of us have become friends and I want to continue to grow our friendships here. So don't ever be afraid to tell me how you are and what you've been up to, because I really do want to know. Good, bad, whatever. Just let me know what you're up to. Let's see. So that's my diamond painting. And then I'm using a blue tray from Munimade. It is a 3D printed tray, and I'll have all these folks listed down below. So if you're interested in anything you see today. This is a little ugly Christmas sweater cover minder. It's got the magnet on the back, and then there's another magnet underneath my painting, and it's to hold back your plastic. I don't remember where I got this. It's just a little, I think it was a gift with a pen that I got from a pen turner that no longer has a shop open anymore. So I've had it for quite some time, but I thought it was really cute. It's got the blue in there and the Santas. So that's my cover minder. And then I'm got a couple of different pins here and my ceramic cutter. And in here, we've got our Trinket tray. This is from Lexi Sparkle Craft. It's resin. Kind of just holds everything here while you're diamond painting. And this pen, probably is the first time you've ever seen this pen. I don't think I did an unboxing. I only own one pen from this pen shop. This is from Donna Bass. And I think she just does Facebook. So I'll have her information linked down below. But I do have this beautiful pen. It almost looks like snow to me. And it's got the little bling on here. But I just have a brass tip. This has micro glue dots in the single placer. And then I've got one of the Diamond Art Club metal placers. And I've got some dot putty. And I've got the one in diamonds, some butterfly effect wares. So I've got that in both of my multi-placers. And then this pen, that looked like a candy cane. This is from Diamond Pen Pal. And they are the pen turners who created that no roll. See, it's got that flat edge. So whenever you set it down, it doesn't go anywhere. So love these pens. I just have one of the white plastic multi-placers here. I've got a 7-placer with the putty. And then of course, micro glue dots in here. But I thought this pen is so pretty. I got it last Christmas. So it was fun to pull out all the fun accessories. And then of course, my storage containers that are holding all my drills. I am using Elizabeth Ward. So I just kind of have them all labeled. Their blue goes here, but that's the color I'm using right now. There are 38 colors. So not a whole lot of colors because again, this is just a lot of blue. And also I am using Simply Gilded washi tape to section off my diamond painting. I just put it on top of the plastic. And then as I go, I kind of use my ceramic cutter right here. Decided to use the blue one and just kind of slice it down each section and then peel it back. And then when I'm done with this square, I just cut off this section and then move to the next one. So that's what that's for. What else, you guys? So let me get this going. I wanted to show you guys some other fun projects that I started working on before I started working on this one. when I finish my November painting. That's right, we're still in November. We're not even in December. I keep thinking it's already December, but today is the 29th for me. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. But so after I finished my painting about 3 or 4 days ago, I started working on special projects. And I wanted to brag, and I wanted to show them off. I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. This is so fun. I've been busy. And so I didn't do all these by myself. Pulled these out for Thanksgiving, and I did an unboxing of these gift tags, ornaments, depending on what you want to use them for. But they came from Make Market from Michael's. So yeah, I'll have the video listed, linked down below if you want to go check it out. But yeah, I pulled them out for Thanksgiving, and each of the ornaments are kitted up in separate little Harbor Freight boxes, so everyone can just kind of do one. So my mother-in-law did some, my daughter's been working on them, I've been working on them. So let me show you. First of all, I've got the candy canes, and there's 6 of each of these designs. So I've got 2 more to go. And I've got the little yarn on there that came with it, so you can hang them up. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to finish these before December, because I want to put these in Christmas cards is what I'm thinking, because they're super, super thin and very, very lightweight. So I think they'll fit nicely in some Christmas cards. So I've got these 4 candy canes, and then there's a ton of ABs. All the white is ABs. So then check these guys out. Look at these cute snowmen. I've done 4 of these, and all of the white is AB. I mean, that's a lot. The snowmen, they do take a while. So I've only done 3 of them. So yeah, I got my cute little snowman. And then here are our Rick James nutcrackers. Someone commented when I unboxed these, they look like Rick James, and I died laughing, and they will forever be the Rick James nutcrackers. So, and of course the yellow is all ABs. So I've been very, very impressed with these, you guys. They're so cute. So I've got 3 of those. So I've got 3 more to go. And then we've got some Christmas trees. The Christmas trees have been fun to do. I think they have the most drills. I've done 1, 2, 3. I haven't. We have done 4 Christmas trees. It's got the little gold stars on top, and it's got the big baubles, as you can see. So I've got 4 of those. And then last but not least, I've got some wreaths. These are also a fun one to do. I've got 3 wreaths. So I still have quite a few, because like I said, there's 6 of each design, but really, really fun project. I've been putting on, I put on Frosty the Snowman, the original one, the old animated one, which I love it. When he comes to life, he's like, happy birthday. So we've been watching Frosty the Snowman, watching Christmas movies, working on these. And then after I was going to take a break, and I was like, I'm going to do something different. I got this. Let me turn it off. Just hold it down. I got this last year for a product review, either last year or the year before, from a budget company. And I don't remember where I got it from, but it's been sitting in my cabinet. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. You diamond paint both sides of this plexiglass piece, and there's just a ton of, it's all special crystals. It's all special drills. And then of course these bigger ones right here, but it's a clear piece of plexiglass. And what you do is you've got this base that you just slide it in, and then you press it and it lights up different colors. You've got red, green, it's like a blue, like a yellow, and you can go through all these different colors. And then also one of the settings is like it flashes all the different colors. So yeah, this took me several hours to do this, because you had to do both sides. So that's been sitting on my desk, keeping me busy. So y'all, I have been just kind of doing special projects. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get back, because I had kitted this up to start working on November 1st. But then I decided I wasn't feeling it, which is totally fine. It's a craft. Let's have some fun doing it. There's no pressure to do any certain thing. I just thought, oh, it's now November. It's after Thanksgiving, or it's after Halloween. I'm supposed to be working on a seasonal painting. And I just wasn't feeling it. And then I heard about Nautical November, and I was like, yes. So I pulled out a beautiful mermaid that I did finish. I'm so bad, y'all, about doing post-review videos. I'm just awful. I myself don't watch them very much, or never. So I guess it's not something I gravitate towards to do myself, because I don't really care to watch them. So, but that doesn't mean that y'all don't like them. So, let me know. I've had someone comment before that they do enjoy post reviews. I just know that when I've done them in the past, they haven't gotten a lot of views. So I was like, well, maybe it's not people don't want to see them. And then to be honest, a lot of them, I don't know, there's not a whole lot to say if it was a good experience. I'm not great at like filling up a whole video of like a post review. They're kind of difficult to do in my opinion. So I know some folks struggle with whip and chats. Some creators do. I find those to be the easiest ones. Some people don't. So it's just really, you know, everybody's different on their content. So, but yeah, I'm curious to know if y'all would want to see more post reviews on my finishes. So let me know. So yeah, so after I was doing all these small projects, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back to Santa, Starry Night Santa. And I just started working on it night before last. And I'm really enjoying it. I only had one square done before. So I finished a square and then I'm working on this third one. So yeah, so let's talk about what's been going on this last week. Let's just rewind. And we are going to go back. Let's go way back. Thanksgiving, y'all. That's the last time we talked because it was last Wednesday and Thanksgiving was on Thursday. But hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know if you listened and watched my last whip and chat, I had talked about how it kind of was going to be kind of a bummer Thanksgiving. It was going to be different. Let's just put it that way, is what my thinking was going into it. And y'all were so sweet in your comments. Everybody, you know, a lot of you kind of felt the same way. Sometimes it just doesn't look picturesque, or it doesn't look exactly what you know, your expectations are. It's not Hallmark movie, you know? So, yeah, but you know what? It ended up being a great day. No drama, no tears, no fighting. It just was, you know, it was a drama-free day and it was a good family day. So no complaints. We went out to eat. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law came over and we did go out to eat. And when we got to the restaurant, the hostess sat us down, but before I sat down, she grabbed my arm and she goes, "Excuse me." She said, "I hope this isn't rude, but do you mind if I ask, is your hair naturally curly?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yes." And she goes, "It's just gorgeous," because I had my hair down and I'd like actually done it and I didn't have it up in a bun. And I was like, "Thank you." It just totally made my day. Absolutely. I just felt like I was the most beautiful person around. So it kind of reminded me to, you know, give people compliments because it really can make their day. And I forget that. And I try to be, but you don't want to be weird about it, you know, and I think she was afraid I was going to, I mean, what if I said no? I don't know how I would take offense to that. "No, it's a perm, lady." You know, I've gotten mad, but she was really super sweet and it just made my day. So we went and ate. I ended up having a salad. It was like an Asian place. So they had sushi and they did offer a traditional Thanksgiving meal, but I was like, you know, we're going to have turkey later. I had bought turkey the day before from a barbecue place that we were going to have for dinner. And we had stuff to make sandwiches. And we had cranberry sauce and kind of like a take on like Thanksgiving, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, but it was the night of Thanksgiving. So we ended up coming home. We diamond painted. Like I said, we were so full. We diamond painted. I ended up having a piece of pumpkin pie before we had dinner because, you know, I had lunch and then in the afternoon, it was around 4 and I'm like, I'm kind of craving dessert now because I've already eaten. So I was like, who says you have to eat Thanksgiving dinner and then, you know, you can have your pie first. So I kind of felt like I was doing things backwards, but I can do whatever I want. And I did. I had some pie and my mother-in-law had a piece of pie. I did pumpkin and she did apple and it was good. And then we ended up getting all the fixings out for the turkey sandwiches. And at 7 o'clock, the 49ers, my husband and my son's favorite, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law favorite football team. And we watched that and they won. So it was super fun. And then after that, I stayed up and I was getting ready for Black Friday, for the Black Friday releases. I wanted to see, I had a couple on my list from Diamond Art Club that I wanted to grab. And y'all let me know down in the comments. And I know we talked about it some on my live on Sunday, but did you grab anything from any shops? It doesn't have to be just from Diamond Art Club, but did you get any Black Friday deals or Cyber Monday? Let me know. I want to know what y'all grabbed. Yeah, so I stayed awake, but this year Diamond Art Club released them earlier than they had in years past. So I was so thankful I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to stay up till like 2 or 3 in the morning. I only had to stay up till like, I think it was 11 my time, which was great. So yeah, I stayed up and I watched Katie from Diamonds and Washi. And oh, I forgot, I was on a live. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. That's hilarious. My friend Jenny, the UNCrafty Crafter, Y'all, it was so fast. I totally forgot. She had sent me a message because see, Jenny goes live on a regular basis on Thursday nights. And of course, it was Thanksgiving and it was her night to go live. And she had sent me a message a couple days before saying, would you want to be on my live? We're going to be doing a talent show. Do you have any fun or quirky talents? And I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of a thing. I was like, I don't really have any talents. And I even asked my husband, I was like, so my friend Jenny, wants me to join her live, but during the football game. And I'm like, are you good with that? He goes, yeah. I'm like, but I need a talent. And I think I said it when we were at lunch. That's what it was. And my kids overheard. And I was like, do I have a special talent? And I started asking everybody at the table if they had one. Because my husband couldn't think of one. And he's like, I don't really think I have one either. So I asked the kids. And Ryan, my oldest, was like, yeah, I can touch my nose with my tongue. I was like, ooh, I can do that too. I'm like, so I responded back to Jenny and I was like, sure, I'll be there. So she sent me all this stuff. And so I was able to pop in and I did that. And I also did like a taco tongue. It was pretty lame, y'all. Pretty lame. But because I stayed on there for a little while and watched some other folks. And Karen Scott. So if y'all haven't watched that or if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. Karen Scott, who's one of the members here in the community, she's a good friend of mine. I already knew she had the voice of an angel because I've met her a couple of times in person and I've heard her sing. But I'm so thankful that she did it on the live and she sang. Her voice was just, it put me in the best mood hearing her sing. Just beautiful. So if you want to go back and watch that replay, I'll have Jenny's channel linked down below if y'all want to go check it out. It was really fun. And then some other folks got on there and it was fun. So we had a good time. But I didn't want to be in there too long because my mother-in-law was still here and I didn't want to ignore everybody. So yeah, I did that. And then hopped off. And then, I showed the dogs too, I think, if I remember right, or at least one of them. But yeah, speaking of dogs, if you hear any snoring in the background, that's my Frenchie. He snores really loud and he's just sawing logs behind me. All right, so that was Thanksgiving. So then I got ready for Black Friday for the Diamond Art Club releases because I had seen a couple of sneak peek videos of ones I was on the fence about. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see what happens when the time comes and see if I do it. Because I've really been trying not to buy lately. So the ones I had on my list were the Hannah Lynn Wizard of Oz ones. I only wanted 2. I did want a mermaid. They had another mermaid too called Creekside. What was it called? I ended up not getting it and I'm kind of regretting it, but there was a mermaid on a rock and it was like spring looking. It was just, she was beautiful. But y'all, I can't have every mermaid that everyone comes out with. I want them all, but I can't have them all. So, but the Hannah Lynn one, it's the Tin Man. No, not the Tin Man. Excuse me, the Tin Girl, which I really love the green in her. Now, I do have the Good Witch from Hannah Lynn. So there's like a whole series. So I kind of felt like I had to get the other 2. And then, y'all, I got word today on Facebook. I saw someone post something and they tagged me in it. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, so I'm not going to. But someone got their Black Friday. They got the Scarecrow, which I also got. I got the Scarecrow and I got the Tin Girl. In their Scarecrow package, in their diamond painting, they got a sticker, the wrong sticker. And it's for another one in this series. And I think it's one that's going to be coming. It's one we've never seen. So I think that was an oopsie. But I was like, yes, 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 yes. So I'm not going to say anything else, but y'all, if you collect them. Now, if you don't know, I do host a Wizard of Oz event. It's called Oz and Og. And it's a Wizard of Oz event in August, the month of August. So, yeah, I kind of felt like I had to get those for that. So now I've got the Good Witch, the Scarecrow, and now Tin Girl. So I'm hoping they come out with Dorothy, the Lion, and then what else could they be doing? They could do a lot of, they could have the Bad Witch, the Wicked Witch, not the Bad Witch. Who says she's bad? She's just wicked. Yeah, so I'm excited. So I got both of those. Now, y'all, Black Friday was what? Friday night, right? Or no, Thursday night, Friday morning, technically, I guess. I got my paintings already. Now, I am in Dallas, and Diamond Art Club did move to Texas. That's where their warehouse is now. So I got them super quick. I got them Monday or Tuesday. I don't even remember. I've had them for, it feels like a couple of days. So I need to do an unboxing. And I think I'm just gonna do like a Wizard of Oz. Like I'll probably do both of them in one video. I don't think I'll separate them. Last Black Friday, I did not even do unboxings for the ones I got because I felt like y'all had already seen them, you know, on sneak peek videos. But then I was like, you know what? Why didn't I ever unbox those? So you might not have seen the other ones, or maybe I do a different take on it. So, you know, like we've said before, like I always tell people, there's more than enough room for several creators because everybody kind of has their own style. So, yeah, so I might do it differently than this person, but, so I got those and that's all I got. So I was pretty good. They did have 30% off and, yeah, so I used the discount and I got those. I did feel a little guilty, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like my big thing after Thanksgiving is like, don't spend any money on myself. I need to be buying for others, right? Because Christmas is coming. And so I did feel a little guilty spending $90. I was like, but I did it. And I thought I didn't have to have them, but I really wanted to complete that set. I mean, the Good Witch I got from Randy's D-Stash, my BFF. So, I mean, I didn't even buy that. That was like a steal right there. So it's like one that's old. I got it. I don't even know if it's in stock anymore. Speaking of the ones I got for Black Friday, I'm not even sure if they're still in stock. I don't think they've sold out yet. So if you want to go check those out and join us in August, that would be awesome. Please grab those. I love Hannah Lynn. I don't have a lot of hers. I have a few. I've done a few, but I'm not like a huge, I don't like have a ton of them. Some folks, you know, love her. Just like Mandy Manzano, you know, some people really like an artist and they like buy up all the paintings, but you know, it's one of those things where you need to have like the series. Once you start, you kind of got to have all of them. And that's kind of how I've done with Diamond Art Club and their different Wizard of Oz paintings. I think I have all of the ones they've come out with. Emerald City. There's like one, I think it's called Yellow Brick Road. So yeah, I've got a few of them. So yeah, that was Thursday night, Friday morning. And then got up Friday morning and kind of, you know, milled around a little bit. The kids had off all week, so that was nice. Got to sleep in a lot, kind of take it easy. But then about 11 o'clock, Lou, my 11-year-old, comes up to me and she's like, Mom, do you think you could take me and her best friend who lives one door down? She's like my other daughter. She's like, do you think you could take us to the mall? We want to go Black Friday shopping. And that was my first thought was like, why would someone do that? That's an awful idea, right? I mean, that sounds like a bad idea. Why would you want to do that? But then, you know, I kind of felt a little cabin feverish because we'd kind of, you know, been home a lot leading up to Thanksgiving because the kids had off all week. And we hadn't really done anything, gone anywhere. So I was like, you know, yeah, I can probably do some shopping of my own. Not for me, but like for others, right? We ended up now, and I thought, because it's so busy, I don't want to separate from them because I didn't really trust. I just was super busy there. So we did stay together, but sometimes we'd be in a store and they would go to like the other side of the store. And then I would get some things when she wasn't looking, like some things I saw her looking at. So I did do some Christmas shopping, but we were there for about 5.5 hours. I got home and I told my husband, I felt like I had been at an amusement park. I felt like I'd been at Disneyland because my back was hurting. My feet were hurting. My feet were sore. I had UGG boots on, which probably wasn't the smartest decision. I probably should have worn tennis shoes. We waited in line to get it into stores. They were so busy. They had people standing at the doors of the stores inside the mall to count how many occupants, you know, what the occupancy was and how many people were walking in and walking out. So we had to wait in line. We had to wait in line 2 times to go to the bathroom because they both had to go to the bathroom at different times. We had to wait in line if we were going to buy anything. It was just insanity. And then we had to wait in line to get lunch at the food court. And then we had to try to find a table. It was just, but there were some great people watching. And I have to say, there was some sort of excitement in the air because it's like official, like Christmas, you know, and like shopping season. And it was like the hustle and bustle and like being part of like the craziness. I mean, when I look back, I'm like, yeah, that was pretty cool. It's not something I would do again maybe, but I was like, but we did it. We did it. Hold on, let me just get a little sip real quick. So that was Friday. And I was exhausted Friday night. I was like, oh, that was a lot. But they were good. I told her going into it, I said, don't ask me for anything because Christmas is coming. And if there's something you want, point it out to me. I'll take a picture. And some things I was able to buy when she wasn't looking. And she probably knows I got them, but she can't have them yet. So it was pretty productive, I gotta say. And she didn't ask for anything for me to buy her anything that day to give to her and spending money. So she was pretty good. And then, let's see. What else? And then, so it's Friday. And then Saturday was time to put up the Christmas tree. Yes. We do have an artificial tree. And so spent the day decorating and pulling things out of the attic and put up the tree. The tree comes in like 5 different pieces. And the box was in the garage from us, doing our remodel and refresh stuff. So it was which made it really easy. I just kind of pulled piece by piece out in the garage and brought it into the house and set it on the floor and then kind of just pieced it together. It's a great tree. We got it at Costco. It wasn't cheap, but it's a great tree. And to me, it was worth the money because all you have to do is just snap the pieces into place into each other and it just lights up. There's no I remember with our other one, you guys had to find the plug and plug it in. And there was 15 different plugs, from each section plugged into one outlet. It was just, it looked very dangerous. So I was like, okay, and this is just so much easier. So yeah, got the tree up, got it halfway decorated that day. And then, I hurt my back. I'm in a lot of pain right now. It seems ridiculous, but I did something to my back. So it all started, like I said, Saturday. I was, leaning over because I had the box of ornaments on the ottoman in our living room. So I was having to bend over a lot to get the ornaments and kind of untangle some of them and put hooks on. So I was bending over a lot. And I couldn't finish the tree because it was hurting so bad. I was like, my husband's like, take a break. Just finish it later. Don't worry about it. Why are you killing yourself? I'm like, that's true. So I did stop and I'm like, I'll be fine tomorrow. Well, Sunday, it didn't really feel any better, but it didn't hurt as bad. And I was like, it's just still kind of healing. I tweaked it a little bit and it's my very, very lower back. And it's across the whole lower back. And I've had sciatic pain before, go down one side of my back into my butt, that kind of pain. But this is just whoop, lower back all the way across, don't bend over anymore kind of pain. And so I've been taking lots of ibuprofen. And then, let's see, Monday, I did an unboxing of the Mermaid Cavern and I did 2 paintings back to back. It was an average, unboxing video length. It was 22 minutes or something like that. Oh my. Now, when I do unboxings, I stand up the whole time. So I'm standing up, bending over, leaning over to my table, looking for AB, showing you guys, this and that and all the things. And when I finished that video, I was like, oh my gosh, my back. I mean, I feel like everybody in my family is probably so tired of me saying, ow, my back. I'm the biggest baby right now. So took more ibuprofen. I take ibuprofen 3 or 4 times a day. And I'm like, this is not good. So y'all, I don't know what I did, but it hurts still. And today's Wednesday. So I don't want to go to the doctor. It just seems so silly. I just keep thinking I tweaked it. I strained it a little bit. It'll get better. But I can definitely tell when the ibuprofen wears off because it's like a burning sensation. So, but I felt so silly going, I hurt my back hanging up Christmas ornaments, or I hurt my back doing an unboxing. But I am, I'm getting older. The back is, and that's what my kids are they're making fun of me how I'm walking. I was coming down the stairs earlier today and they're all like, why are you walking like that? And they're all imitating me. I was like, y'all, it hurts. My back hurts. And if I have to bend over to pick anything off the floor, oh my gosh. So I hurt myself. Oh, so bad. Okay, but let's back up. Sunday, I did my live. So if y'all did not know, if you're new, I do have a live stream on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please join us. It's always a good time, always fun. There's a bunch of people on there. It's just really, really fun. So we did that. We talked about Cyber Monday releases from Diamond Art Club, and I shared my screen and was showing some things because those were all starting to be released. I did not buy anything Cyber Monday, so y'all let me know. Did you? Let me know. But yeah, I was just kind of prepping, just kind of did the live and had some fun there. And then Monday, the kids had to go back to school because they'd been off all week. And it's like, okay, got to get back to it. And it's always so hard when you've been on vacation for a week and you've been staying up late. We were all staying up, well, I was, and like everybody else, even later, but I was staying up to like midnight, 1 o'clock, and that's not like me. I normally go to bed at like 10:30. But I was sleeping until like 9, 10. One time it was 11. So we were just straight up just chilling and enjoying the vacation. And so it was kind of hard to get back on the schedule. And my daughter Lou did not want to wake up Monday morning. She was not looking forward to that. But she did it. She got up and she did it. She's kind of been cranky all week, like by the afternoon, because I think she's not going to bed early enough and we're getting up early and it's just been a lot on her. So, let's see. And then on Sunday, I forgot Sunday night, like after the live, so every night for like the past, and I know I talked about it during the last Whip and Chat last week. I told you guys, I was looking for a job. Times are getting tough. Groceries are more expensive. Everything is more expensive. And, I haven't worked. Well, I decided to stop working whenever we had Lou. So I haven't worked in 11 years. And, so there's a big gap of employment, and I wasn't sure who would even want to hire me after that long of not working. What would I even want to do? So I've been going on Indeed, LinkedIn, especially Indeed, and just like applying for like, I don't know, probably about 15 to 20 jobs a day, ranging anywhere from See's Candy at the mall. I think I talked about that last time. Just you name it, Bath and Body Works, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I don't think I ever applied at Joann's. I don't care for our Joann's. It's kind of a yucky store. But yeah, I just been like hitting it hard, right? Just throwing, like, I have marketing experience. I have executive assistant. I've been an admin for years. So have a little bit of several different things. So I've just been applying for you name it. And I'm like, something's going to stick. But that was getting discouraged. And I know I talked to y'all about that in the last Whip and Chat. It really, kind of gets you down a little bit when you keep applying for all these jobs and you don't hear back. Or you do go to check your Indeed and you get to see all the jobs you applied for and you see the status. And a lot of them say applied, but then there are some that say, company decided not to go with you. And you just kind of delete those off your list. I mean, it's hard. It's definitely a shot to your self-esteem and your self-confidence. And so I've been doing that for the last week, really hitting the job hunting hard. I mean, just always on my phone, always, and then following up with employers, sending them a little email, thanking them for, just, hey, I've applied, any update. But a lot of them don't get back to you. So let's see. So then I got an email on, I applied for a job, I think on Monday. No, it was like Sunday night. I applied for a doctor's office. I've been applying for receptionist jobs, anything, because I don't have like a medical, I don't have any medical experience, and I obviously don't have a degree or anything. I'm not a nurse. So, and I just thought, at least a receptionist job, being, I've been an admin for years. I was like, I could definitely, probably handle that. And I told y'all I really want to wear scrubs. I think that'd be really cool. So I've been applying for a lot of medical stuff too. So I applied for a job for a medical front office coordinator. And basically it's a receptionist. Okay. Yeah. And it was like $15 an hour. I was like, sweet, because I was going to try to do the substitute job thing there for a bit. But once we really started looking at it, being a substitute was it was only paying like $10 or less because I don't have my degree. If you have your degree, they pay more. but I don't have my degree. So I was like, I wasn't in, and I wasn't getting anything at my daughter's school, which is what the whole point of it, was to begin with. And it was going to be like at middle schools and high schools. And I was like, it's not really what I wanted to do. And is it really worth me doing that and not getting paid very much? So I did it once. I did it for a half day and kind of thought, I don't know. I mean, I still get the notifications and I still always look at them, but I wasn't doing any of the jobs. So that was kind of a thing there. But so I was like, okay, I'll apply for, this job, being a receptionist. It's at a doctor's office. It's a foot, ankle, and wound care. And it's about 15 minutes from where I live, 15, 20 minutes with traffic, 20 minutes. So it's not my city. It's like the city right next to us. And I was like, yeah. So I got an email from them on Monday asking me if I would come in for an interview, if I was available this week for an interview. And I was like, whoa, y'all, it felt so good. It felt so good to get a response from someone, saying they want you, they think, they just, I was very, very happy. And I said, sure, I can do this week, just anytime in the mornings to early afternoon, because, I got to pick up my daughter still from school. But so they said, can you do Wednesday at 11? I was like, perfect. So, kind of getting ready for it. Yesterday I found, some clothes that I think would still fit. I don't really have any nice like work outfit or interview clothes. So I ended up wearing jeans, some like dark jeans, and they're kind of like stretchy. They don't really look like jeans. They look more like leggings, but they're nice. So really the only pair of jeans. And I've actually bought them from Randy, and they're awesome jeans. And she's like, you can't even buy these anymore, but they didn't fit her. So I bought them off of her and I love them. Like my favorite jeans. They're super stretchy. They're from Express and they're great. So anyways, got like a nice silk shirt, a blouse, as Bev would say. I got a blouse. And I got some like little booties, little heels, right? And I was like, okay, and I put some earrings on. So anyways, I got up this morning and I tried to get a good night's sleep last night, but I could not sleep because I was kind of nervous. I was kind of just going through my head all the different scenarios of questions they could possibly ask me. So I tried to get a good night's sleep, but I was, I couldn't, because I was thinking about, y'all, I have not interviewed in a long time. It's been 11 years since I've worked. And I'm like, I was very, very nervous. And I was like, oh my gosh, what, I was trying to think about all my different, jobs that I've had and what's on my resume and what could be some of the interview questions they would ask, like those scenario questions. What would you do in this situation? Blah, 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 blah. And, you have to I forget what those are called, but like behavioral type questions. And I was like, okay, how am I going to answer? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? I was trying to think of all the different things they could throw at me. So I finally go to sleep, wake up this morning, get Lou off to school. Now there was some drama this morning before I talk about the interview. So my husband had to go to work, right? So he was getting ready and he was getting ready to walk out and his car was parked in the driveway. And I looked out there and there was these two dogs, like loose dogs that I pretty much know all the dogs in the neighborhood. I'm like the neighborhood watch. I mean, when you're a stay-at-home mom, you pretty much know what goes on in your neighborhood. And it's small, so I pretty much knew it. So anyways, there was a huge German Shepherd. I mean, big German Shepherd running through I could see him. He was just running through all the yards in the neighborhood. And then there was like another little guy behind him, like a little Pomeranian. I was like, what the heck? So I told my husband, I'm like, there's some loose dogs out there. And he's like, what? So he goes out there to put his bag in the car and he comes back in and he's like, you need to call animal control. I was like, why? What happened? And I heard like clapping and yelling. I was like, what's going on? He goes, well, they saw me and the German Shepherd is very aggressive. He started barking at me and coming towards me. And so did the little one, the little Pomeranian. I was like, okay. So it's like, I really have to call animal control. He's like, yeah, what if someone's walking their dog? He could tear up a little dog. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. So he leaves and I go ahead and call animal control. And at this point, Lou is taking a shower and getting ready for school. So she doesn't really know what's going on. So by the time I call animal control, tell them everything that I saw and why I felt like I needed to call because they were being aggressive to my husband, blah, blah, blah. So I told them all the things. They asked me what direction they ran in. And so I had to remember the street. So I was like telling them all the description of what they look like. So I was telling them all this stuff and then hung up with them. And Lou gets out of the shower and I'm like, Lou, there's some dogs running around outside and I just had to call animal control. It's crazy. She goes, what they look like? I'm like, one of them was a huge German Shepherd and then another little one. She goes, I know whose dogs those are. That's my friend's dog. So-and-so lives in the neighborhood. I was like, oh no. Like, are you serious? Well, I know the mom. I had the mom's number because she's played over at this little boy's house before. But I didn't know what kind of dogs they had. And I've never seen them walking their dogs. And so I texted her and I'm like, hey, I think I just saw your dogs. I left the part out about the animal control part because I was like, she might not be too happy about that. So, and they didn't have collars on or anything. And I had to tell animal control, like, do you have a collar? No, they're just romping around. And anyways, so she's like, so I called mom. She's like, yes, I know. We just caught 2 of them, but there's a 3rd one that we can't find. And it's our puppy. We just got him. And his name is Chicken. I was like, what? There's a puppy, a 3rd one. And she sent me a picture of him. So I'm telling Lou, you know, what the mom is saying. And she's like, Mom, they have a puppy named Chicken. Where's he at? And so I had to break the news to her that Chicken was missing and they weren't able to find him. So she finishes getting ready real quick. And we decide that if we leave early enough, we can go cruise around the neighborhood in the car and go look for Chicken. And oh my gosh, the mom sent me a picture of him. He's the tiniest little, they've only had him for a month. And I was like heartbroken thinking, oh my gosh, if they do not find, their little boy would be just devastated. I guess their other dog had just passed away, their son's dog. And so they got him this other little puppy. And so she forwarded a picture to me that she had posted in our neighborhood, like next door. Next door is like that community, next door neighbor, I think it's called. It's like that community posting. It's like a Facebook marketplace thing where you can just post anything about your neighborhood. And she posted it on there and she sent me a screenshot of the images and all 3 of everybody in the family is holding a little chicken. I was like, oh my gosh, it was just heartbreaking. So I take her to school and we're looking and we don't see Chicken anywhere. And I don't want to check in with the mom because I don't want to. I figured she would tell me, you know, if they found him, but she never did. So I was like, ugh. And so I was kind of thinking about the interview stuff. And so I kind of had to let it go. But I was like, I couldn't stop thinking about it all day whenever I was driving around. So I just kept looking for that little dog. And I didn't want to hit the dog either, you know, like driving into the neighborhood and having it like jet out, you know. And she even said in the post, she goes, he's probably very scared. And I was like, oh no, just the sweetest little baby. So back to the interview. So that's kind of how we left it with the dogs. I was like, okay, you know, there's nothing I can do now. So came home and took a shower, washed the hair, put the makeup on, got the clothes ready. I was ready to go. And it was I had about 45 minutes before I had to be there. Well, I went ahead and left early because I didn't want to be late. And of course there was no traffic during that, you know, during the day like this. So I got there about 20 minutes early and I just sat in my car and just like scrolled on Instagram, tried not to be nervous and tried to like take my mind off of things. I go in and again, it's a foot and ankle doctor, right? Podiatrist. And there's a bunch of the doctors in there. This place is packed. The waiting room is so busy. There are people with crutches, people with boots, people amputees, people missing feet. What else did I see? Oh, people on those little knee scooters where you like, you know, with the wheels. It was like all kinds of things. And they were so busy. So I go up and she's like, yes, you know, what time's your appointment? I'm like, oh, I'm actually here for an interview. And she's like, oh, okay, we'll call you. So I sat down in the waiting room with all the patients and I sat there for like 15 minutes watching TV that they had on. So they call me and I go back into this room, away from like where the patient rooms are. I go back into this room. So go in there and it was cool. The woman was really cool. We totally hit it off. But it was awesome. And while we're talking, she's like, you know, we actually have a marketing job that's opened that we have an opening for that we're looking for. And I think you'd be a fit for that. She was, that something you'd be interested in? I was like, yes, absolutely. And so this marketing job, it's called a field marketing specialist. And what you do is you basically go around to you're in the car. It's almost like a sales position, but they're not calling it that. They're calling it marketing, which I get it. And it is marketing. You're going around to other doctors' offices and trying to get them to refer the foot doctor, right? And ankle doctor that you're working for. And you're going to like, you hold events where you can have, it's just a good way to try to draw more business, right? And they have several locations. It's not just the one I went to. So it was cool. We hit it off. At one point she says, hold on a second. And she talks into her little microphone and she's like, calls the doctor back, the head doctor whose place is on the building, his name. I was like, oh, wow. She's like, I'm going to have you meet him. I was like, okay. So I thought that was a good sign. So I stood up, I shook his hand. I felt like I answered all the questions right. I think I did a good job, right? I was like, okay, this feels pretty good, but I didn't want to be too hopeful and get my hopes up and be disappointed. So I was like, okay, we'll just kind of see where this goes. At least I tried. But I am excited about that marketing job. Very excited. That's got to be paying more than the receptionist job. So that was at 11 and I was there till about 11:45. I stop at a lunch place on the way home, grab some food, take it home and eat. And then at 1 o'clock, I get a message from them saying, we would like to offer you the marketing position if you're interested. I about died. I was like, no freaking way. Are you serious? And y'all, I got the job. They asked me for my email and she's like, we're going to send you over the offer letter. So at 2 o'clock this afternoon, I had the offer letter. I mean, they weren't messing around. I'm so excited. Really, really excited. A little nervous. They asked when I could start and I was like, Monday, the 4th. So I officially start Monday and yeah. And it's making double what I would have made being a substitute teacher. So I'm very excited. I appreciate the fact that they looked at my experience and I actually went for something. And like I told you guys before, I definitely felt like what was meant to be was going to be. And it was going to find me as long as I just kept putting myself out there and the right job would come along. And I didn't even know about this marketing job. And I have a ton of marketing experience. And so but I was going for kind of something less, not really feeling very confident about myself and about my skills and my experience because it's been so long. And I thought no one's going to hire me for a higher paid position. I've just been kind of out of the loop for a while, but they did. So I'm feeling pretty good, y'all. Pretty good. I got the job. Now I got to figure all the things out. Like, what am I going to wear? I'm going to be driving around a lot and it sounds like they do have a car or they reimburse your mileage, if you drive your own car. But I'll be making some visits to some doctor's offices and, yeah, so I'll have to keep y'all posted. I'll keep you updated, but thank you to everybody that was encouraging and, had me in their thoughts and was, cheering for me and it worked. We did it, y'all. We did it. Now, I did tell her that I have a YouTube channel. I was trying to brag, y'all. I was like, I have a YouTube channel and I have quite a few followers. It's a very successful YouTube channel. I was talking myself up. You got to try to sell yourself, right? And I did not tell her the name of my channel. I didn't really want to give it all when she didn't ask. She just said, what is it? I said, it's a crafting channel. And I told her about diamond painting. She goes, oh, I could never do that. I know what you're talking about. She goes, I've seen that before. And those things are way too small. And there's no way I could do that. So she was like, poo-poo. And she's like, no. I'm like, it's actually really fun. She's like, my daughter tried it when she was 13. And we ended up throwing it away because there was beads everywhere. I was like, yep. It's not really a kid thing sometimes. It's more of an adult thing. But she definitely was familiar with it. But I was telling her, just about that. And she's like, we already have, so they have 4 other marketing specialists. So I wouldn't be the only one. I'd be the 5th one, the 5th one they need. And for the territory that I'm in, where I live. And she was saying that that's one thing they would like to work on is their social media presence. I said, well, I've kind of gotten to know, I definitely know YouTube. I said, I've gotten to know Instagram. I have a TikTok. I'm not really good with it. I said, but I can help with that. So I think that also kind of sold things and, but yeah. So I think it was good. It was good, y'all. I don't really know what to think. It's still just, it just happened. It's only 4 here. So it just happened like a couple hours ago. So it's still kind of weird, but I could not wait to tell you guys. I could not wait. And I told my husband and he's proud of me. I was like, hey, and the kids are proud of me. I told everybody. I told Lou. And I have an update. After I told Lou, of course, she wanted to know about chicken. I did text the mom and I said, any news? And And that was around 2:30 because I had to know, you guys. I kept looking for the dog whenever I'd leave the house or I'd go check the mail. I was like paranoid. And I just wanted to know. And she sent me a message back and she's like, we found him. She said someone in the neighborhood picked him up and took him to their house and took a picture and put it on social media. And she was able to find it. And they got him. So Chicken is okay. So I was able to tell Lou about the job and Chicken. And she didn't really seem to care much about the job. She's like, okay, I just need to make sure I have my phone so I can walk home. I'm like, perfect. So I wasn't sure how she was going to take it, me not being at home for her when she gets home from school or picking her up every day from school, because that's what I've been doing for 11 years. So it's going to be an adjustment for sure. I'll still take her to school in the morning and then I'll just, work after that. But let's talk about the YouTube channel. I did tell her in the interview, I do have a YouTube channel and I will continue to do this and it's important to me. I'll do that in addition to working. So a lot of creators have jobs. Y'all have jobs. You diamond paint and have jobs. It can be done, right? So I just hang in there with me. I don't know what it's going to look like. I mean, until I do it, but I don't see why I can't do both. That's my plan. So don't leave me just because I got a job. Maybe I'll have some funny stories, but I can't talk about much, but Oh, they did tell me, and y'all, I get squeamish. I get super squeamish. And she did tell me I will sit in on some procedures and I will sit in with the doctors and watch what they do so I can have a better understanding of what the product that I'm selling, right? What do these doctors do? They do bunions. They do athlete's foot. They do fungus toenails, and they do all the warts. They do all the things on feet. So I was like, oh gosh. I told my husband that. He's like, oh God, you better wait till have lunch when you do that. I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know that I was going to be having to see blood and oof. So hopefully they don't show me anything really bad. But that's going to be interesting. So I have to tell you all about that. But yeah, so that is the latest and greatest on what's been going on around here. So what's coming up this weekend? Saban and I are going to have a Christmas party for you guys. We still need to talk about the details, but we did it last year and it was so much fun and we decided to do it on the 3rd. So yeah, I don't think that's going to change. I need to talk to her, kind of get our ducks in a row. But so yeah, I'll be going live this Sunday. So join us. And then Friday night, I'm super excited because Friday night we have Patreon Zoom for the top 2 tiers. We do that monthly, and it's been a little. I haven't done it in the last month or two, and I feel really bad, to be honest. And because it's just with all the house stuff, and it's just been one thing after another. So I feel like I'm a little behind on that. So I'm looking forward to seeing all my girls, all my ladies. So if you want to join us, just join Patreon. And yeah, we'd love to have you. And like I said, it's a great group of people and we've gotten close and it's just a lot of fun. It's just, if you're not familiar with it, it's, it's a way to get behind the scenes content, if you will, and kind of more of an intimate setting. And you get to know people a little bit more. So yeah, and it's a way for me in a smaller setting, because sometimes in the lives it's hard, there'll be over 100 people in there and it's hard to really talk to everybody and give everybody the attention that I want to. But I just can't. And so these are really fun to, have that setting in a smaller setting to be able to hang out with each other and talk. And we're face to face, which is nice. So yeah, looking forward to doing that Friday night with my ladies. And the men are invited, of course, if we have any guys. I don't have any guys on my Patreon, but that would be cool. But yeah, so I think that's it, you guys. Hopefully you got some stuff done, whether it be diamond painting or something else. But I could not wait to update you guys on just life. Y'all are always here for me. And this wasn't going to be any different. So, yep, I just couldn't wait to tell you. And I was like, I'm going to wait till the end because I had to build up to it, right? Because it just happened today. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, which is kind of weird. So, because I haven't worked in so long. So yeah, that's the latest. I did pretty good on my square. All I have left is just ABs, just number 2, which is this really sparkly 141 AB. Sorry, I didn't even do that with y'all, but that's going to be the next one. I'll be done with this square. But what time is it? Oh, it's 5:22. I'm gonna let y'all go. I gotta go feed the dogs. They normally eat at 5. So I gotta feed my dogs. The kids have already eaten before I started. So yes, if y'all enjoyed this, because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. If y'all enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. They really do help. And then if you have not subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you as part of my world here on YouTube. It is free to subscribe, absolutely free. Just click on that subscribe button and you'll be part of it. And then if you want to be notified whenever I post up any new videos, just click on that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. Okay. All right, you guys. Love you. Make sure and tell me down in the comments how you are and what you've been up to and what you did during this time. And I know I asked you some other questions. So yeah, just catch me up on what you've been up to. So I don't feel like this is just one-sided. Just let me know what y'all are doing, okay, and how you are. Okay, I love you guys so much. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye, guys.